Hello, chat. Welcome to the first ever edition of Getting Giddy with Grok. So, for this is not, for the record, this is not intended to be used for any redistribution purposes. This is not intended to be used for any artistic purposes. We are simply going to use Grok to create just the stupidest, goofiest, funniest storylines ever. Now, I understand some people are not in favor of AI, and I get that. I totally get that. But, so if you're not interested in AI, and if you don't want to watch this, I get it. But if you want just to see some of the just wackiest shit that AI can come up with, as far as stories and crossovers, that's our goal today. So, the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to pop open my browser. Pop open my browser. I actually should go on just the actual Grok website. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Here we go. So, behold. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to promote some stuff. I wonder if I can... Oh, Oh, perfect. Excellent, I can use my... Can I go into my projects? File? No. No, I can't do that. Huh. Well, I think it's only appropriate that we start this Getting Giddy with Grok stream with a story on what would happen if the greatest, worst alien race that ever existed came face to face with the greatest threat that mankind had ever faced, the Harvesters. So, we'll tell Grok, write out a story where the Harvesters from Independence Day alien species known as the Greeners. Here we go. We're at a story where the Harvesters from Independence Day encounter an alien species known as the Greeners, an alien race that claims to be the most superior in the galaxy, yet is the most inferior. Oh, what could go wrong here? Let's see. Oh, jeez, here we go. Alright, I'll try to zoom in on this. Oh, that didn't work out so well. Oh, here. Here we go. That'll work. The encounter of Harvesters and Greeners. In the vast emptiness of the Orion Arm, a Harvester mothership, a colossal biomechanical behemoth drifted silently. Its jagged hull pulsed with an eerie green glow, a testament to its relentless mission to strip worlds bare and fuel its endless conquest. The Harvesters, a hive mind race of ruthless efficiency, had scoured galaxies for millennia, leaving only husks in their wake. Their latest target was a small, uncharted planet broadcasting a peculiar signal, a boastful declaration of supremacy that piqued their cold curiosity. Aboard the mothership's command core, the Harvester Overmind, a sprawling neural network of pulsating tendrils, processed the signal. "We are the Greeters!" It blared in a looping transmission. "The supreme rulers of the universe!" Oh wait, "the supreme rulers of the cosmos! Unmatched in intellect, power, and glory! All shall bow to our dominion!" The Overmind, incapable of humor but attuned to patterns, detected a discrepancy. The signal's origin was a planet barely capable of sustaining advanced life. Intrigued by the audacity, it directed the mothership to investigate. The planet, dubbed Xylara by its inhabitants, was a swampy, fog-choked world of neon green flora and bubbling pools. As the Harvester mothership eclipsed Xylara's twin suns, the Greeners, squat, gelatinous creatures with bulbous heads and spindly limbs, emerged from their crude, mud-domed cities. Their high leader, High Exalt Gloop. That's his name now, High Exalt Gloop. Wobbled forward, making a makeshift scepter encrusted with glowing algae. "Behold!" Gloop squeaked through a translator. "The Greeners, pinnacle of galactic evolution! Greet you, lesser beings!" The Harvesters deployed a scout drone, its sleek form scanning the Greeners' ramshackle civilization. Data streams to the Overmind. Primitive chemical weapons, no interstellar craft, and a power grid relying on fermented plant matter. Yet the Greeners' broadcast continued, proclaiming their unmatched superiority. A Harvester emissary, a towering exoskeletal figure, descended to confront Gloop. Its voice, a grating synthetic drone, echoed, "You claim supremacy. Demonstrate your power." Gloop puffed out its gelatinous chest. "Witness our might!" it declared, gesturing out a nearby contraption, a wobbly tower of scrap metal and vines. With a dramatic flourish, Gloop activated it. The device sputtered, emitting a feeble spark that singed a nearby bush. The Greeners cheered wildly as if they split a star in two. The Harvester emissary tilted its head, processing the absurdity. The Overmind calculated this species posed no threat, offered no resources, and possessed no strategic value, yet their delusion intrigued it. "Why do you broadcast your supremacy?" the emissary asked. Gloop blinked its many eyes. "Because we are supreme! Our sacred texts, written by the Great Slime, foretell our dominion! All others are inferior!" The Overmind cross-referenced the Greeners' biology, low cognitive capacity, minimal physical strength, and a metabolism dependent on toxic swamp gas. Their quote-unquote sacred text were rude carvings on bungle slabs riddled with contradictions. The Harvesters, who valued efficiency above all, saw no logic in their claims. Yet the Greeners' unshakable belief in their own greatness defied analysis. To test them, the Harvesters activated a low-frequency psionic pulse, a tactic that typically reduced lesser species to panic. The Greeners, however, merely wobbled in place, their minds too simplistic to register fear. "See?" Gloop crowed. "Your tricks cannot face the Supreme Greeners!" The crowd erupted in squelching applause. The Overmind reached a conclusion. The Greeners were a statistical anomaly, a species so inferior they lacked the capacity to recognize it. Their quote-unquote supremacy was a defense mechanism, a collective delusion born of isolation. Harvesting Xylara would yield negligible resources, and the broadcast posed no threat, only noise. The Harvesters, that were pragmatic, marked the planet as irrelevant and prepared to depart. As the mothership ascended, Gloop waved its scepter triumphantly. "We have vanquished the intruders!" it proclaimed. The Greeners celebrated, convinced their superiority had driven off the galaxy's most feared predators. The Harvesters, indifferent, moved on to richer worlds, their hive mind already erasing Xylara from memory. In the cosmos, the Greeners' signal continued to echo, A faint, boastful whisper lost in the void. Wait a minute, this can't be true at all. The Greeners aren't supposed to win. This is fake news. Wow. Never thought I'd see the day. Yeah, sorry. I got a chocolate shake from a place called Craver's. Local place where I live. I haven't... So, this next one I actually did a while back. I actually did it, ooh, a follower. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow, Tyrannus. So, this next, segment, this script, should I say, I actually did once at work, and I thought it was just the funniest thing. I thought to myself, what if Kermit the Frog took the place of Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat? So I did it. Write out a scene from Mortal Kombat where Outworld invades Earthrealm. But Shao Kahn is replaced by Kermit the Frog. Oh my god. Alright. I'll try to make this big enough so you can see. Mortal Kombat Kermit's invasion. Sky above Earthrealm's great plains tore open. A jagged portal of crimson and shadow spilling forth Outworld's armies. Tarkatan warriors snarled, their bladed arms gleaming, while Shokan beasts roared, shaking the earth. At the portal's heart stood Kermit the Frog, clad in Shao Kahn's spiked armor, his belted green face set in an uncharacteristically grim frown. The Soul Stone, a glowing orb pulsing with stolen essences, hung at his side. Hi-ho, Earthrealm, Kermit bellowed, a voice with bizarre mix of joviality and menace. It's time for Outworld to take center stage, Raiden, thunder crackling around him, stood atop a hill with Earthrealm's champions Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, and Johnny Cage. Kermit, Raiden said, his glowing eyes narrowing. How did a puppet seize Outworld's throne? I can't do the Richard Epcar Raiden voice, but it's so good. I had to try it at least. Kermit hopped forward, gripping a massive warhammer with his flippers. Oh, shit. Yay! Oh, it's a long story, folks. Let's just say Shao Kahn's soul makes a great backup singer in my soul stone. He swung the hammer, sending a shockwave of green energy that scorched the grass. Liu Kang dodged, his fist igniting with dragon fire. This is no Muppet Show, he growled. You threaten Earthrealm. The battle erupted. Sonya unleashed a flurry of kicks, her combat boots slamming into a Tarkatan's chest, while Johnny Cage taunted a Shao Kahn. Come on, forearms, let's see you clap! Before landing a shadow kick. Raiden hurled lightning, but Kermit's soul stone absorbed it, glowing brighter. That's a shocking performance. Kermit quipped, his googly eyes glinting. He leaped, impossibly agile, and slammed his hammer down, cracking the earth. Oh, Jesus. Liu Kang encountered with a flying kick, but Kermit parried with a spin, giggling maniacally. It's not easy being me. Amid the chaos, Kermit raised the Soul Stone, chanting in a guttural tone that belly his cheery voice. The portal widened, spewing more outworld monstrosities. Earthrealm's gonna be my new swamp, he declared. Raiden, sensing the Soul Stone's power, rallied his champions. Focus on the stone. It's the key to his strength. Johnny Cage, dodging the Tarkatan's blade, smirked. Time to cancel this Prague show. He sprinted toward Kermit, only to be knocked back by a blast of soul fire. Sonya covered Liu Kang as he charged, his fist blazing. For Earthrealm! Liu Kang roared, landing a fiery uppercut that staggered Kermit. The Soul Stone flickered, but Kermit cackled. Nice try, but, I'm starting here. As the battle raged, Raiden summoned the storm, lightning illuminating Kermit's determined grin. The fate of Earthrealm hung in the balance, with a felted tyrant leading the charge. And it didn't continue after that. Can I continue? Let's see. Let's see if I can continue that one. Dude. That was good. But let's see if I can. There's gotta be a way I can. There's gotta be an ending to this. Right? No, maybe not. Oh. I guess I'll have to try another one. Do it again, but I'll copy. Let's see where. Kermit is victorious in his efforts against Raiden and Earthrealm. Oh, hey, what the hell? It won't let me show it on the sidebar. There we go. There we go. Oh, here we go. That'll work. Mortal Kombat Kermit's Triumph. The great plains of Earthrealm lay in ruin. The sky split by a gaping crimson portal that bled Outworld's malevolent energy. Tarkatan warriors screeched, their bladed arms dripping with blood, while Shokan Behemoth crushed Earth underfoot. At the center of the chaos stood Kermit the Frog, his green felt glinting in the apocalyptic light. Shao Kahn's spiked armor hanging loosely on his diminutive frame, the soul stone a throbbing orb of stolen essences pulsed at his side. I hold Earthrealm, Kermit growled, his voice a chilling blend of cheer and malice. Well, it's time to wrap up the show and clear my stage, Raiden, lightning crackling weakly around him, blood spattered on a scorched hill flanked by Earthrealm's faltering champions. Liu Kang, bloodied but defiant, Sonya Blade clutching a broken arm, and Johnny Cage barely standing, his sunglasses cracked. Kermit! Raiden rasped, his glow dimming. How did a creature of whimsy wield such darkness? Kermit twirled Shao Kahn's massive war hammer, or his wrath hammer, with unsettling ease. Yay! Raiden, it's all about soul, baby! Shao Kahn's essence is my encore act in the soul stone. He slammed the hammer down, unleashing a wave of green soul fire that shattered the ground. Liu Kang dove his side, his dragon flames flickering, but Sonya took the brunt, collapsing with a cry. This ain't Sesame Street! This ain't Sesame Street! Johnny Cage shouted, launching the shadow kick, only for Kermit to sidestep, giggling. Nice moves, Johnny, but you're a little bit off script there. The Outworld horde pressed forward, overwhelming Earthrealm's defenses. Raiden hurled a desperate bolt of lightning, but Kermit raised the soul stone, absorbing the energy with a sinister hum. That's a sparkly shooting. Kermit mocked, his googly eyes gleaming. He leaped his hammer swinging, and caught Liu Kang in the chest, sending the monk sprawling. Earthrealm's mighty swamp now, Kermit declared, raising the soul stone high. Its glow intensified and the portal roared, vomiting more monstrosities, Centaurian warriors and winged horrors that swarmed the champions. Raiden, sensing defeat, rallied for a final stand. The stone, he shouted. Destroy it! Liu Kang staggered up, his blazing and charge, but Kermit, with unnatural speed, spun and smashed the hammer into Liu Kang's side, dropping him. Sonya tried to flank, firing her energy rings, but Kermit's soul stone post deflecting them. Johnny Cage lunged, yelling, Time to end this Bronx rerun! Only to be blasted back by a soul fire explosion, his body crumpling. Kermit copped onto a jagged rock overlooking the carnage. Yay! Hey, what a finale! He chirped as Raiden fell to one knee, lightning fading. The Thunder God's voice was a whisper. Earthrealm will endure. Kermit tilted his head, grinning. Sorry, Raiden, but the curtain's down. He raised a soul stone, and a torrent of soul fire engulfed Raiden, his form dissolving into ash. The champions lay broken, the portal's glow bathing the plains in red. Kermit turned to his army, raising his hammer. Outworld's tour starts here, folks. Earthrealm's just the opening act. The horde roared, and Kermit's laughter echoed, a chilling, victorious squeak as the portal swallowed the horizon, sealing Earthrealm's fate under the rule of a felted tyrant. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Kermit the Frog conquered Earthrealm. Oh, amazing. Oops. Wow. And just a reminder, chat, if you have any suggestions or any ideas, always feel free to throw them out there. Because I would love to use some of your ideas. I'm gonna get a glass of milk. I'll be right back. I just got a little thirsty. It's like 89 degrees outside. Okay, that's alright. I still got plenty more ideas to use here. Let's see who else is, anyone else is here. Hey, there's Amuro. So far, we've gotten into 2 stories. Oh, it's okay. So far, we've gotten into 2 stories. Our first was basically a what if, what would happen if the Harvesters from Independence Day ran into the Greeners, and somehow the fucking Greeners won. Basically, the Harvesters from Independence Day showed up on their home planet. They showed up on their home planet. Yeah, I know. And the Greeners were like, oh, the Greeners were superior. Everyone else is inferior. The Harvesters scanned their planet and found no viable resources, and then just said, this planet's not even worth fucking invading. And so they left. They left them. And I was just like, there's no way that's not accurate at all. You can't let the Greeners win. But, and then we just got done, I just got done reading a what if scenario if in Mortal Kombat, Outworld invades Earthrealm, but instead of it being Shao Kahn, it's Kermit the Frog. And it was great. You know, it... Yay, Raiden! It's all about soul, baby! Shao Kahn's essence is in my Encore Act in this old stone. So now, I'm trying to think about what it's going to be my next one. I'm kind of thinking about, got an idea in my head. I like to do more, I'm doing another crossover, but I just don't know how this is going to work. Because I was just thinking about another one I did early, a couple weeks ago, where Gal Gaigar had to save the universe from the duo of Peppa Pig and Caillou, which I thought was just the funniest shit ever. I want to do something like that again, except just not with Gal Gaigar this time. Okay. Alright. Right at a scene where Guy Shishio and Gal Gaigar have to save the universe from the team of Peppa Pig and Caillou. Alright. Zoom in on this. Gal Gaigar versus Peppa and Caillou. The cosmos trembled as a rift tore through the fabric of space, a swirling vortex of chaotic pink and gray energies threatening to unravel the universe. At its epicenter hovered Peppa Pig and Caillou, their innocent appearances warped by an otherworldly malice. Peppa, her snout glowing with a sinister aura, clutched a scepter radiating destabilizing waves. Caillou, his bald head gleaming, wielded a staff pulsing with entropic power. We'll make the universe our playground, Peppa squealed, stopping a puddle that sent shockwaves across galaxies. Caillou whined, "No more rules, only fun," as his staff eroded a nearby star. From the GGG orbit base, Sky Shishio, pilot of Gal Gaigar, watched the cosmic devastation on the monitors. Zonder level threat detected, Mamoru reported, his green hair glowing faintly. Their energies are destabilizing reality itself. Guy clenched his fist, his evolutor instincts blaring. No kid's tantrum's gonna end the universe on my watch. Gal Gaigar, watch! The mighty superior mechanoid Gal Gaigar roared into the void, its golden red armor gleaming under starlight. Guy, fused with Galleon's core, piloted the mecha with unwavering resolve. Protecting the universe is GGG's mission, he declared, as Gal Gaigar's dividing driver activated, stabilizing the collapsing space around the rift. Peppa spotted the mechanoid and giggled. Oh, a shiny toy! She swung her scepter, unleashing a torrent of pink energy that warped gravity, forcing Gal Gaigar to swerve. Caillou pouted, slamming his staff into the void, spawning great tendrils that lashed at the mecha's armor. Play with us, or we'll break everything! He shrieked. The tendrils clawed at Gal Gaigar's joints, but Guy encountered with the Gatling driver, dispersing the attack in a burst of electromagnetic force. These two are packing Zunder-class power, Guy muttered, analyzing their energy signatures. But they're sloppy, too childish to focus. He activated the Goldeon hammer, its hyper-vibrational field glowing. Time to end this tantrum! Gal Gaigar charged, hammer raised, but Peppa splashed a cosmic puddle, creating a mirror-like barrier that reflected the attack, shaking the mechanoid. Caillou whined louder, his staff summoning a storm of entropic shards that tore at Gal Gaigar's brain. You're no fun, he cried. Guy gritted his teeth, feeling the strain through his cybernetic link. Mamoru, we need the G-Stone's full output. The orbit base relayed energy, and Gal Gaigar's chest glowed emerald as the G-Stone surged. Final fusion! Maximum power! Guy roared, stabilizing the mecha. Peppa and Caillou combined their powers, merging their scepter and staff into a massive chaotic orb of pink-gray energy. Playtime forever! They chanted, hurling the orb toward a cluster of galaxies. Guy's eyes blazed with determination. Not today! Hell and heaven! Gal Gaigar's arms glowed, one channeling destructive force, the other protective will, and smashed through the orb, dispersing it in a radiant explosion. When the duo disoriented, Gal Gaigar seized the moment. Goldeon hammer! Full power! The hammer struck, enveloping Caillou and Peppa in a field that reduced their weapons to harmless sparkles. The rift began to close, reality stabilizing. Ow, my paddle! Peppa wailed as Caillou supped. Wee! I want my shell back! Mamoru's purification wave enveloped them, reverting the two to their innocent forms, their powers sealed. As Gal Gaigar returned to orbit base, Guy exhaled. The universe is safe. For now. Peppa and Caillou, now just confused kids, were sent back to their worlds, unaware of the chaos they nearly caused. The GGG crew cheered, but Guy knew somewhere another threat was waiting. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Absolute cinema. Give that one a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You go right ahead, Amuro. Suggestions are always open. I should have music on, but it would be too distracting. I made a story about how Sally Mae from Hell of a Boss saved her husband Amuro Ray from Mobile Suit Gundam from his capture at the hands of the Greeners. Sounds good. Let's do it. Let me just copy and paste this quick. This should work. Sweet. Alright. Sally Mae versus Amuro Ray. The Greener ship, a ramshackle hodgepodge of scavenged metal and glowing algae, loomed in the void near Site 7's ruins. The Greeners, a gelatinous alien race with bulbous heads and an unshakable belief in their own supremacy, had ambushed a Federation patrol, capturing Amuro Ray, the legendary pilot of the RX-78-2 Gundam. Their leader, High Exalt Gloop, wobbled triumphantly in the ship's command block, proclaiming, "We, the Supreme Greeners, have snared the white devil! All galaxies will bow to our unmatched might!" The Greeners' crew squelched in agreement, ignoring their ship's flickering lights and leaking pipes. Amuro, bound in sticky vine-like restraints in a dank holding cell. Okay, that is incredibly kinky as fuck. I'm sorry. Glared at his captors, his new type senses tingled, picking up their chaotic, overconfident thoughts. "You're making a mistake," he warned, his voice steady despite the situation. "You don't know what you're dealing with." Blue, peering through the cell's bars, scoffed. "Silence, inferior! Your primitive mecha psychic tricks are no match for our glorious intellect!" Yet their quote-unquote advanced containment field sputtered, barely holding Amuro's latent new type energy. Meanwhile, in Hell's Pride Ring, Sally Mae, the sharp-tongued, whip-wielding sister of Millie, lounged on a bar stool at IMP's headquarters, cleaning her pitchfork. A dimensional rift had recently linked Hell to the Universal Century, and Sally Mae had found herself hitched to Amuro after a whirlwind romance, sparked by his quiet courage and her fiery spirit. When Blitzo burst in, waving a holo message from a Federation distress signal, Sally Mae's eyes narrowed. Amuro's been nabbed by some slimeball aliens calling themselves Greeners. Oh, hell no! I know, Lil. You know this ain't gonna be right. She'd grabbed her trusty axe, tail lashing, time to show us goobers who's boss. Using IMP's interdimensional portal, Sally Mae hitched a ride on a stolen Federation shuttle, tracking Amuro's psychic signature to the Greener ship. She landed on its hull with a clang, her demonic strength denting the shoddy metal. This rust buckets their superior tech, she snorted, slicing through an airlock with her axe. Inside the ship reeked of swamp gas. Sorry, that was me. Fucking little bugs flying around. Ship reeked of swamp gas, and Greeners scurried about, oblivious to the intruder. They're like, their security systems cobbled together, cameras and sparkling wires failed to detect her. Sally Mae prowled the corridors, dispatching Greeners with precise whip cracks and pitchfork jabs. Y'all call this a ship? My barn's sturdier, she taunted, kicking a gelatinous guard into a wall where it splattered. God damn! Her tail flicked, sensing Amuro's presence nearby. In the command bog, Gloop was ranting to a captive Amuro about their grand destiny when Kato to rule the stars. Destiny? Sally Mae interrupted, storming in. Y'all are a disgrace to the galaxy! She hurled her pitchfork, pinning Gloop's scepter to the wall. Amuro, still bound, raised an eyebrow. Sally Mae? How'd you get here? She grinned, slicing the restraints with her axe. Long story, sugar. Let's just say Hell's got some wild tech. She winked, helping him up. Amuro's new type senses flared, detecting approaching Greeners. They're coming. We need to move. The couple fought their way to the shuttle bay. Sally Mae's demonic agility overwhelming the Greeners' clumsy defenses. One Greener fired a crude plasma gun, but Amuro dodged, his new type reflexes kicking in, and tackled it down. Their weapons are junk, he muttered, grabbing a fallen blaster. Sally Mae laughed. Told you they're all talk. They reached the shuttle, but Gloop, oozing fury, blocked their path with a makeshift mech cobbled from scrap. You cannot defy the supreme Greeners! It squealed, firing a wobbly energy beam. Sally Mae dove, rolling with hellish speed, and flung her whip, untangling the mech's legs. Amuro seized the moment, blasting its core with the stolen blaster. The mech collapsed, Gloop flailing in the wreckage. Inferior! Impossible! It gurgled. Sally Mae smirked. Superior my ass! She and Amuro boarded the shuttle, Amuro taking the controls as they blasted away. The Greener ship erupted in a chain reaction of explosions. Shoddy engineer finally failing. Amuro glanced at Sally Mae, his stoic face softening. You're incredible, she leaned over, kissing his cheek. Stick it with me, darling. Ain't no slimeball aliens taking my man. Back in hell, Blitzo griped about the shuttle's damage, but Sally Mae just twirled her whip. Build a federation. We saved their white devil, Amuro, holding her hand, felt the universe was a little safer with her by his side. What a great story that is. What a great story. 10 out of 10. Alright. 25 web pages. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I think we got a new name for our general. Or it could be higher than General Greener. High Exalt Mucklord Gloop. Alright, so this one, we're gonna write out a scene where Newman from Seinfeld attempts to rob Mario, but is stopped by Jerry Seinfeld. Cue the Seinfeld theme. Damn it. Hold on. Here we go. Ah, stop it. Shit. You can never have enough Seinfeld, Amaro. Newman robs Mario, stopped by Jerry. The Mushroom Kingdom's bustling Toad marketplace glowed under a golden afternoon sun with toads haggling over power-up mushrooms and fire flowers. And they're all going, da, 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 da. The kingdom, Mario, the kingdom's hero, strolled through the crowd, his red cap bobbing as he carried a sack of freshly collected star coins. Unbeknownst to him, Newman, the scheming postal worker from Manhattan, New York, lurked behind a warpipe, his eyes gleaming with greed. Oh, I can just see it too. Having stumbled through a mysterious portal from New York to his pixelated paradise, Newman saw Mario's coin sack as his ticket to riches. Oh, those shiny coins, he muttered, rubbing his hands. Newman's gonna live like a king. Newman, adjusting his ill-fitting postal uniform, which barely contained his bulk, and crept forward, clutching a pilfer bomb. Hey, Plumber! He called, stepping into Mario's path with a theatrical sneer. Hey, hand over the coins! This little bomb's gonna make a you go, Mamma Mia! Mario blinked, confused, his mustache twitching. Who are you? This is a North-Side Trooper! He reached for a fire flower in his pocket, but Newman waved the bomb menacingly. No fireballs, hero! Fork over the loot! The toads gasped, scattering as the standoff tensed. Newman's grin widened, sensing victory, but a familiar voice cut through the chaos. Newman! Jerry Seinfeld, explicably present after chasing his nemesis through the same portal, strode into the square, his sneakers squeaking in on the cobblestones. What is the deal with you robbing video game characters? I mean, come on, a bomb? That's your plan? His hands flailed in exasperation, drawing chuckles from the toads. Newman spun, but first he said, Hello, Jerry. Newman spun, flustered. Jerry, stay out of this! Let's go to my golden parachute! Jerry rolled his eyes, stepping between Newman and Mario. Golden parachute? You're in a mushroom fantasy land, not a post office. Put the bomb down. You're embarrassing yourself. Mario, seizing the distraction, tossed a mushroom to Jerry, who caught it awkwardly. Eat this, Daddy! Mario urged. Jerry shrugged, popped the mushroom, and suddenly grew to twice his size, his voice booming. Whoa! Okay, Newman. Now you're dealing with Super Jerry. Newman's bravado faltered as Jerry loomed over him, his lanky frame now comically imposing. You can't stop me, Seinfeld! You can't stop me, Jerry! Newman squeaked, lighting the bomb's fuse, but Jerry, with newfound agility, snatched the bomb and lobbed it into a nearby pond where it fizzled harmlessly. Nice try, Newman, Jerry quipped, grabbing him by the collar. But you're not cut off for the Mushroom Kingdom crime scene. Mario dashed forward, tying Newman up with a vine from a nearby piranha plant. Crazy, Jerry, Mario said, tipping his cap. You saved the coins. Jerry, shrinking back to normal, dusted off his hands. Well, I couldn't let this guy ruin your day. He's been trying to ruin mine since the 90s. The toads cheered, showering Jerry with star bits as Newman sulked, muttering, Curse you, Jerry! I'll get you one of these days! As Mario escorted Newman to a warpipe back to New York, Jerry leaned in. Stuck the mail, Newman. Leave the hero stuck to the pros. With a shove, Newman vanished through the pipe, and Toadtown returned to his cheerful bustle, with Mario Jerry sharing a high five under the Mushroom Kingdom's starry sky. This has like the writings for a YouTube poop written all over it, and I love it. Cue the Castle Rock logo too. You gotta have that. Wow, that was amazing. I should show this to Vinny Vinesauce just to see what he thinks. Like, I like to see his reaction to this. And you should make like a follow-up where Newman just somehow returns and he teams up with like Wario, and he's like, "Hey, Jerry, I'm back again." Oh shit, that was amazing. Oh. Oh, I like this. Now you're talking. Wait, I should... Right out a scene where Amuro Ray from Mobile Suit Gundam tries to unsuccessfully steal a clone from his Innovate buddy, Revival, from Gundam 00. In a series of Tom and Jerry style hijinks. I hope this works. I wish I had like a soundboard where like I could recreate like all the sound effects we're about to hear. But that's okay. Amuro Ray's clone caper. The Outlaws orbital station hung with sterile efficiency, its corridors lined with sleek panels and glowing monitors. Revival, the Innovate with a penchant for smug precision, oversaw a secret lab where a new clone of himself was being incubated in a shimmering stasis pod. It's Darth Vader. The clone, a perfect copy of Revive's lithe frame and sharp features, floated in green biofluid, destined to bolster celestial beings' ranks. Unbeknownst to Revive, Amuro Ray, the White Devil of the Universal Century, had infiltrated the station, driven by a new type hunch that the clone could unlock secrets to counter Outlaws' tyranny. What followed was a slapstick chase right out of a cartoon. Amuro, clad in a pilfered Outlaws uniform that barely fit his lean frame, crept into the lab. Oh, I need to Photoshop that now. His new type senses tingling. If I can nab that clone, I can figure out what celestial being's planning, he muttered, eyeing the pod. He tiptoed forward, only to trip over a stray cable, crashing into a stack of data pads that clatter like cymbals. Oh, I think I'm going to record this, and I'm going to add sound effects to this after this is done. Revive, monitoring from a control room, snapped to attention. Intruder! He barked, his Innovate reflexes kicking in as he bolted towards the lab. Amuro scrambled up, yanking a wrench from a nearby console to pry open the pod. The lock hissed, but before he could crack it, Revive burst in, wielding a stun baton. Not even a gun? Amuro Ray! You think you can steal my clone? Revive lunged, but Amuro, with new type agility, ducked, causing Revive to smack a control panel instead. Sparks flew and the lab lights flickered wildly, casting cartoonish shadows. Amuro grabbed a hover cart, zooming in down the corridor with the pod's control module in hand, hoping to hack it remotely. Oh, this is incredible. And did not call me a twink? Revive, undeterred, activated the station's security drones. Clunky spears with tasers. Amuro swerved the cart, dodging electric bolts that zapped the walls, leaving scorch marks. This is why I stick to Gundams, he groaned as a drone clipped the cart, sending him tumbling into a storage bay. The module skidded under a crate, and Amuro dove after it, only to get his head stuck in a ventilation grate. Revive, arriving, smirked. Pathetic, white devil! He reached for the module, but Amuro's floating legs kicked a crate, toppling onto Revive, who yelped as he was buried under a pile of ration packs. Oh, jeez. Freed, Amuro grabbed the module and sprinted for an escape shuttle. But Revive, shaking off the rations, triggered a trapdoor. Amuro plummeted into a maintenance shaft, landing in a pile of discarded circuits with a comical sprawling? Yes, sprawling. This guy's relentless, Amuro muttered, climbing out only to find Revive waiting, now armed with a net launcher. No clone for you! Revive fired, but Amuro's new type instincts flared, and he dodged, the net ensnaring a passing cleaning bot instead. The bot whirred in protest, dragging Revive across the floor in a tangle of mesh. Amuro reached the shuttle bay, the module blinking as he tried to hack the clone's pod remotely. The pod security system, however, was Innovate grade, and it zapped him in shock, sending his hair standing on end like a cartoon cat. Revive, freed from the net, charged in, but Amuro tossed the module like a hot potato, and it landed into a coolant tank, short-circuiting with a pop. The pod in the lab locked down, its arms blaring. No! Amuro groaned as Revive tackled him, only for both to slip on spilled coolant, sliding into a wall with a thud. As security forces swarmed the bay, Amuro slipped away using a smoke grenade to cover his escape. Revive, drenched and fuming, retrieved the fried module. You'll never outwit an Innovate, Ray! He shouted, but Amuro, already in a stolen shuttle, flashed with a wry grin. Maybe not, but I'll be back! The shuttle rocketed into space, leaving Revive to curse amidst the chaos of a trashed lab. The clone still secure, but Amuro's caper a chaotic, fruitless spectacle. Oh, that's amazing. You gotta get someone to animate that. Amuro in an Outlaws uniform. I don't think I can ever be able to see that. But that was fantastic. Nobody's allowed to do that. Hey, Shem in the house. See? You just summoned Shem, Amuro. Alright. Alright, we're gonna write out a Star Trek Next Generation scene where the crew of the Enterprise, maybe I should be specific, crew of the Enterprise D, encounter the Greeners, an alien race that claims to be the most superior in the galaxy despite being the most inferior. Star Trek TNG encounter with the Greeners. Captain's log, stardate 705-2025-609. The Enterprise is on the course to the planet Cravers, where we are looking to get some chocolate milkshakes. However, it appears we have been interrupted by a prompt from Grok. The Enterprise D glided through the uncharted fringes of the Beta Quadrant, its saucer section gleaming under distant starlight. On the bridge, Captain Jean-Luc Picard sipped his Earl Grey, revealing a star chart when Lieutenant Lorp's console blipped.
Captain, incoming transmission from my unidentified vessel.
Worf rumbled, his Klingon brow furrowing.
They claim to be the Greeners, supreme rulers of the galaxy.
The bridge crew exchanged skeptical... Hey, Seku! He's a buddy of mine on another Discord server. How are you doing today, Seku? It is a long time no see. The bridge crew exchanged skeptical glances as Data tilted his head, intrigued.
On screen,
Picard ordered, straightening his uniform. Oh, of course he's got to adjust his uniform. They just know this show. The view screen flickered, revealing a bulbous, gelatinous creature with a pulsating head. Perched in a rickety command chair aboard a patchwork ship leaking green vapor.
I am High Exile Group!
It squeaked through the universal translator, waving a makeshift scepter encrusted with a glowing algae.
We, the Greeners, supreme beings of the cosmos, demand your immediate surrender to our unparalleled might.
Picard raised an eyebrow.
High Exile Group, I am Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise, representing the United Federation of Planets. We seek peaceful contact. May I ask what brings you to the sector?
Gloop's many eyes blinked erratically.
Peace! Irrelevant! You inferior souls will bow to our advanced civilization!
The Greener gestured to its ship, where flickering consoles and sparking wires bellied its boasts. Commander Riker leaned toward Picard, whispering, "Their tech looks like it was salvaged from a Ferengi scrapyard." Data, analyzing the feed, added, "Their vessel's structural integrity is 37% below Starfleet safety standards, and their power source appears to be fermented organic matter." Picard suppressed a smile.
High Exalt, we mean no disrespect, but we prefer diplomacy. Perhaps we could just discuss your claims of supremacy.
Gloop puffed up. Gloop puffed up, its gelatinous form wobbling.
Diplomacy is beneath us! Witness our superior weaponry!
It pressed a button and a feeble green beam sputtered from its ship, barely grazing the Enterprise's shields. Worf snorted.
Shields unaffected. Their weapon output is equivalent to a Type 1 phaser on low setting.
Counselor Troy, sensing the Greener's emotions, frowned. "Captain, I sense no malice, only an overwhelming delusion of grandeur. They genuinely believe they're superior." Picard nodded, his diplomatic instincts kicking in.
Mr. Data, scan the vessel for any immediate threats. Mr. LaForge, can we assist with their structural issues?
In engineering, Jordan LaForge examined the scan results, chuckling. "Captain, their warp core, if we can call it that, is held together with looks like adhesive fungus. I could stabilize it, but they need a complete overhaul." He's gonna read a rainbow to the Greeners. Send that butterfly into the sky.
Picard opened a channel. High Exile Group, your vessel appears unstable. We offer assistance to ensure your safety.
Gloop bristled, its scepter sparking.
Assistance from inferiors! Preposterous!
It activated another device, and the greener ship shuddered, venting more gas. Alarms blared on their bridge, and greeners flopped about in panic, their superior coordination failing. Data reported. Their life support is faltering. At the current rate, they could face catastrophic failure in 12 minutes. Picard stood resolute.
Mr. Worf, beam that crew to a secure cargo bay. Mr. LaForge, prepare to stabilize the vessel remotely.
Worf grumbled but complied, and soon a dozen greeners materialized in the cargo bay, flopping onto the floor, still proclaiming their supremacy. Troy, observing, noted, "Their arrogance seems to be a cultural defense mechanism, likely due to their technological limitations." Geordi's team sent out a repair probe, patching the greener ship leaks with Starfleet-grade sealant. Gloop, now safe but indignant, squeaked,
"You dare touch our perfect vessel!"
Picard, maintaining his composure, replied,
"High Exalt, we respect your sovereignty, but could not allow harm to come to you. Perhaps we could share knowledge to mutual benefit."
Gloop hesitated, its superiority shaken by the Enterprise's effortless aid.
"We will consider this,"
it muttered before ordering a retreat. The greener ship, barely functional, limped away, still broadcasting its claims of dominance. Riker smirked. Think they'll rethink that supreme title? Picard sighed, returning to his tea.
"Unlikely, number one, but the galaxy is vast enough for their delusions. Helm, resume our course."
The Enterprise warped away, leaving the greeners to their boasts, their inferiority unnoticed by none but themselves. Oh, that needs to be an episode. It should have been an episode of TNG. And there might have been. Who knows? That was very accurate. And I loved it. Yes, it could have been. And I'm thinking it might have been, too. Alright, let's see. What should we do next? We could try that. I don't know how this is going to work. Because I don't know if the Grok will be able to tell the difference between Darth Veda and Darth Vader. We could try it, though. I'll actually try... do Darth Vader double O. Well, let's try this one first, and if that don't work, we'll try Revival. I don't play Apex Legends! This is all... Oh, no, I don't. Wait, no, go back. Alright. Hold on a second. I don't know if I should use, like, your Twitch names or if I should use your... Yeah, we'll do that. Yep. What's going on, Reaper J? How you doing? Let's see if I can... Alright, let's try this. Right out a scene where Twitch streamer Darth Vader 00 is interrupted during a stream of Mega Man 8 by an alien race known as the Greeners, who claim to be the most superior despite being the most inferior. Darth Vader 00, along with his Twitch friends Amuro Ray Strong, his new type, and Shemanjime, then proceed to roast the Greeners in the streaming chat box. I might be doing that tonight. Playing Mecha Break. Let's see. Let's hope this works. All right. This might not be accurate, and I'm sorry if it isn't. Twitch stream scene, Darth Vader 00 versus the Greeters. This scene is set in Darth Vader 00's streaming room, dimly lit with neon LED strips casting a blue glow over his gaming setup. His monitor displays Mega Man 8, the iconic PlayStation classic, as he navigates through Tengu Man stage. Great stage, by the way. I could just hear him go, "Here you go!" The Twitch chat is buzzing with activity, his loyal viewers spamming emotes and hyping him up. Darth Vader 00 with his signature black hoodie in quick wit. Well, I don't wear a black hoodie when I stream, but... No, and I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. It's just fucking hot out. Leans into his mic, narrating his gameplay with a mix of focus and humor. No, the Tengu Man. He didn't have a fire sword. That was like a wind propeller weapon. He called Tornado Hold. Darth Vader dodging Tengu Man's tornado, dodging Tengu Man's Tornado Hold. Yo, chat, the stage is not messing around. Tengu Man's got me sweating harder than a noob in a Dark Souls boss fight. This is something you will never ever hear me say in a stream, first of all. The chat explodes with LOL and PogChamp emotes. When have I ever seen that you guys use that? Get to know me better, Grok. Come on. Suddenly, the screen flickers and a bizarre green-tinted hologram interrupts the stream. Here we go.
A group of small, slimy, emerald-skinned aliens with oversized head and beady eyes appears, calling themselves the Greeners. Their leader, a particularly smug alien with a growing antenna, speaks in a high-pitched, grating voice. Greener leader. Attention, inferior human! Notice defeated double. We, the Greeners, are the most superior species in the galaxy. Your pathetic Mega Man game is nothing compared to our most advanced intellect. Surrender your stream and bow to our greatness. The Twitch chat freezes for a split second before erupting into chaos. Darth Vader 00 leans back into his chair, smirking as he mutes his game audio to address the intruders. Oh, really? The Greeners? Y'all look like rejected Crash Bandicoot enemies who got lost on their way to a low-budget sci-fi flick. Superior? Bro, you're not out here looking like radioactive pickles with googly eyes. Doritos. Doritos? Where's Jeff Cayley? The chat goes wild. Amuro Ray, strongest new type, and Shem Benjamin, two of Darth Vader's closest Twitch buddies, jump in with their own roasts. Yo, Greeners, did you borrow your tech from a dollar store clearance bin? That hologram's got more static than my grandma's TV in '98. Shem, LMO, superior species, y'all move like NPCs with a 2-frame animation cycle. Go back to your UFO and practice not sucking. Random viewer 1. We're just gonna replace this. Reaper J, you're in here, so this will be you. Greeters, more like losers. Veda's got more skill in one finger than your whole species. And viewer 2, well, who else is here? Oh, Saku left. Well, let's go with Vicky. Pickle aliens get wrecked. Or Charlie, that works too. The Greeners leader sputters, visibly frustrated, its antenna flickering erratically. How dare you mock their perfection? Our minds calculate speeds, your primitive plebes can't follow them. Me laughing. Calculate, bruh. The only thing you're calculating is how to crash my stream with that Walmart brand hologram. Bet your UFO runs on Windows Vista, doesn't it? The chat floods with keck and savage emotes. Darth Vader leans closer to his webcam, grinning, or his VTuber cam. Here's the deal, Greers. You want to prove you're superior. Hop into Mega Man 8 and try not to die in the first 10 seconds. Oh, wait, you can't, because your superior reflexes are slower than the dial-up internet. Amuro, dial-up, Veda, don't do them like that. They're still buffering their comeback. Shem, Greeners probably think lag is their personality trait. Get out of here with that 480p invasion. Greener hologram flickers again. Their leader, now red-faced, or as red as a green alien can get. The other Greeners behind it start arguing among themselves, their superior unity crumbling. This is not over, human! We will return with an invasion so grand, your Twitch will tremble! Yeah, take your L and bounce, Kermit. Chat, let's get back to Mega Man. These clowns ain't worth the bandwidth. The hologram vanishes with a pathetic pop. The chat erupts in a final wave of roasts and emotes, with Amuro and Shem leading the charge. Amuro, Greeners got bodied! Veda's a real superior species here. Yes, innovates for life. Shem, imagine invading a stream and still losing to a 90s game. GG, no RE, Greeners. Okay, this'll be Charlie. Veda just sent those aliens back to Area 51 W stream. Darth Vader unmutes the game, the Mega Man 8 soundtrack kicking back in as he dives into the next stage. The chat still buzzing with energy. He chuckles, shaking his head. Alright, chat, let's keep it rolling. If those Greeners come back, we're speedrunning their whole invasion. Who's with me? Chat responds with a flood of POG and let's go messages, and the stream continues stronger than ever. Oh my god. Wow. Do you want me to say it? Or do you want to say it? You know what? I'll say it. Cringe! C-R-I-N-G-E. Cringe! That is cringe, Grok. Not all of it, though.
Most of it, though. Shem wasn't dropping enough N-bombs in that chat on the greeners. You know it and I know it. And I think Shem knows it too. Alright. I'm gonna do this next one. This is gonna be another crossover. Trying to think of a very out of place character that I can throw in here. Alright. This is gonna be an epic one. Right on a scene where Mega Man X sets an essay and Hank Hill save the world from the team of Peppa Pig, Caillou, and Cockknocker from Giant Silent Bob Strike Back. Oh, this is gonna get wild. Crossover battle. Mega Man X sets an essay and Hank Hill versus Peppa Pig, Caillou, and Cockknocker. Oh my god. This is so bad. The world teeters on the brink of chaos as a bizarre portal rips open in the heart of a futuristic city, spewing pink sparkles and ominous static. From it emerge Peppa Pig, Caillou, and Cockknocker, the trio declaring themselves the Chaos Kitty Crew, intent on plunging Earth into a nightmare of tantrums, muddy puddles, and crude humor. Their plan to flood the world with mind-numbing children's show reruns and low-budget villainy, rendering humanity docile and miserable. Standing against them are Mega Man X, the advanced Maverick Hunter, Sets an Essay, the stoic Gundam Meister, and Hank Hill, the propane-powered everyman from Arlen, Texas. The battlefield is a hybrid of neon-lit Cyber City and Suburban Park with swing sets juxtaposed against towering skyscrapers. Peppa, wielding a puddle-shaped energy cannon, snorts defiantly. Caillou, whining incessantly, wee, wee, hurls globs of sticky, tantrum-fueled goo. Cockknocker, cackling with a lightsaber knockoff, taunts the heroes with obscene gestures. Probably sound like, ready for me to punch you in the balls, blunt man? Mega Man X charging his X-Buster. This ends now. The chaotic energy signatures are off the charts, but they're all matched for precision and teamwork. Sets an F-say inside Exia's cockpit, blades glowing. Understood. These threats are disrupt the path to mutual understanding. Neutralizing them is our mission. Hank Hill, gripping a propane tank and a lighter. Dang it, Bobby would have loved that pig, but this is ridiculous. Let's clean this mess up and get back to selling propane and propane accessories. Peppa fires her puddle cannon, sending a wave of muddy energy towards the trio. X dashes to the side, his armor gleaming, and encounters with a charged plasma shot that vaporizes the attack mid-air.
Oh, you're no fun. Everyone loves muddy puddles. Join us and I'll splash you forever. Your puddles are a hazard to this sector. Surrender or reformat your entire crew. Meanwhile, Caillou wails, his voice amplifying into a sonic attack that shakes the ground. Setsuna, unfazed, activates Exia's GN drive, the mech's green particle field neutralizing the sound wave. He rockets forward, slashing through Caillou's goo projectiles with his GN sword. Wee! I don't want to lose! You're all meanies! Setsuna said calmly. Your emotions are irrelevant. Conflict only breeds further chaos. Stand down. Cockknocker leaps into the fray, swinging his knockoff lightsaber with reckless abandon, aiming for Hank. The propane salesman ducks, surprisingly agile, and rigs a makeshift propane bomb from his tank. He lobs it at Cockknocker, who barely dodges the explosion, his cape singed. You can't stop me, propane boy! I'm the ultimate villain of this flick! Son, you're about as threatening as a charcoal grill at a propane convention. Now get off my lawn, planet. The trio coordinates their attack. X switches to his speed burner, fucking based, zipping around Peppa and binding her in energy chains. Setsuna uses Exia's Trans Am mode, moving at blinding speed to disarm Caillou, leaving the whiny kid tangled in his own goo. That is just not right at all. Hank, with a steely glare, ignites a second propane blast, knocking Cockknocker flat and melting his cheap lightsaber. That's what you get for messing with clean burning fuel. The Chaos Kitty crew, battered and humiliated, retreats through their portal, vowing revenge in a cacophony of snorts, whines, and curses. The city cheers as X, Setsuna, and Hank stand victorious. X scans the portal to ensure it's sealed. Setsuna nods solemnly, and Hank dusts his Strickland propane cap. Mega Man X. But neutralized! The world's systems are stabilizing. Mission complete. Humanity's future remains intact. Well, I'll tell you what. I was weirder than a bacon barbecue. Now, who's up for some grilled burgers? Propane, of course. Heroes walk off into the sunset, the city safe, and the faint sound of a propane grill igniting in the distance. Ha! It is pretty much like Godzilla and Kong. Oh, that was great. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's try that. Write out a scene where Tango Man from Mega Man 8 fights off an attack from the Greeners while being very stereotypically Mexican and spamming his tornado hold. Wait. Hold on a minute. I think we need some music to go with this. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Alright. Good, who's... somebody pinging me again? The hell? I just got pinged in something.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, breadsticks. Tagging game night. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Turn this back on. Oh, fuck. I'm like, where's my Winamp? Yes, we still use Winamp in this house. God damn it. Fuck. There we go. This thing needs to stay on top. There we go. Alright. Tengu Man versus the Greeters. The skies above the futuristic desert city swirl with ominous green clouds as a portal tears open, spilling out the Greeners, a horde of slimy emerald-skinned aliens with oversized heads and smug attitudes. They proclaim their superiority in grating, high-pitched voices, brandishing crude laser sticks, and vowing to conquer the planet. Tengu Man, the wind-wielding robot master from Mega Man 8, soars into view, his propellers spinning wildly. But this Tengu Man is channeling a vibrant, stereotypically Mexican flair, complete with a sombrero-style helmet and a serape draped over his armor, and a penchant for spicy taunts. Tengu Man grinning his voice with a, "Alright, Greeners! You think you can evade mi tierra with those pinchy glow sticks? Vamonos! Let's dance, cabres!" The Greeners' leader, a particularly pompous alien with a flickering antenna, points accusingly. "Foolish robot! We are the Greeners! The ultimate species! Your pathetic words cannot stop our glorious conquest!" Tengu Man laughs, twirling his propeller like a mariachi strumming a guitar. "Glorious? You look like frijoles left out in the sun too long! Time for a tornado to clean up this mess!" He unleashes his tornado hold, launching a spinning vortex of air that glows with a fiery red and green hue like a salsa-fueled storm. The tornado roars across the battlefield, sucking up a dozen Greeners and flinging them into the air like piñatas. They squeal, their laser sticks misfiring as they tumble. "Our superiority is a match! Your primitive air tricks are fruitful!" Tengu Man starting about tossing another tornado hold! "Primitive? Ay, caramba! This tornado's spicier than my tia's habanero salsa! Try and keep up, Verdes!" The Greeners swarm, firing erratic laser blasts. Tengu Man weaves through the beams with aerobatic flips. His serape flapping dramatically, he spams tornado hold relentlessly, each vortex bigger and flashier than the last, kicking up sand and cacti in a chaotic whirlwind. One tornado catches a Greener squad, spinning them so fast their beady eyes rattle. "Eso es! You want to invade? You get the Tango Fiesta! Next round's on you! But I'm betting you can't handle the calor! There you go!" The Greener leader, now covered in sand and wobbling, tries to rally his troops. "Regroup! We will overrun the sombrero-rolling fool with our intellect!" Tengu Man smirks, landing on a cactus-strewn hill. "Intellect! Your brains are smaller than a chile relleno! Watch this, amigos!" He unleashes a massive Tengu Tornado! A colossal spinning storm infused with wind and bravado. The vortex engulfs the entire Greener army, sending them spiraling back to their portal with a chorus of panicked squeaks. As the portal collapses, Tengu Man dusts off his sombrero helmet and spins his propeller one last time, striking a pose. The desert city cheers, mariachi music inexplicably playing in the background. "Adios, Greeners! This time bring some tacos if you want to fly! This hombre doesn't mess with basura like you!" He rockets into the sky, leaving a trail of red and green sparkles, ready to defend the world with his tornado hold and a side of sabor. Yo quiero tornado hold! Oh shit, nope. Rolling. Alright. That was great. Alright, how about a scenario of about a hypothetical fight? Alright. We're gonna write out a fight scene that takes place in a building that's a combination of a Waffle House and a Home Depot. Wait. Something just dawned on me. I didn't even think about this. Alright. We need some appropriate music for this. Alright, here we go. Ready? Hey, what happened to my guy? Oh. Now we gotta play. You know we gotta play, given the circumstances. Fight scene. Waffle House. Home Depot hybrid. The battlefield is a surreal fusion of a Waffle House and a Home Depot. A sprawling structure where greasy diner booths sit alongside towering aisles of lumber and power tools. Neon signs buzz with all-star breakfast specials, while the scent of hash browns mixes with sawdust. Flickering fluorescent lights and a jukebox blaring Johnny Cash set the stage for chaos. A rogue gang of cyberpunk scavengers, armed with jury-rigged plasma cutters and crowbars, has stormed the building, aiming to loot its bizarre resources. Defending the establishment are Riley, a quick-witted Waffle House cook, wielding a spatula and a frying pan, and Marcus, a Home Depot employee with a nail gun and encyclopedic knowledge of hardware. The scavengers, led by a Mohawk thug named Spike, smash through a display of paint cans, splattering the floor with neon green. Hand over the propane tanks and the bacon grease, or we torch this freak show! Spike snarls, brandishing a plasma cutter. Riley flipping a pancake midair, catching it in the pan. Buddy, you ain't getting my grease! That's the soul of this Waffle House! Step up or get smothered and covered in pain! Marcus loading his nail gun, perched on a stack of plywood. And these propane tanks? They're for honest folks' grills, not your scrapyard toys. Let's build you a one-way ticket out of here. Spike charges his plasma cutter, sizzling. Riley ducks behind a counter, hurling a scalding pot of coffee that sends Spike stumbling into a shelf of plumbing fixtures. Pipes clatter, tripping two scavengers. Marcus fires his nail gun, pinning a scavenger's check into a drywall panel. That's 16-gauge steel nails, pal. Stay put. The scavenger swings a crowbar at Riley, who parries with his frying pan. The clang echoing like a dinner bell. He grabs a bottle of syrup from a booth and squirts it into the scavenger's eyes, blinding him. Sticky situation, huh? Riley quips, drop-kicking the thug into a display of light bulbs that explode into a shower of sparks. God damn. Marcus sprints down an aisle, grabbing a sledgehammer. A scavenger lunges with a stolen chainsaw, but Marcus slides under a table, toppling a stack of lumber onto the attacker. The wood crashes, pinning the scavenger. Should have read the safety manual, Marcus shouts. Spike recovers, rallying his crew. They hurl paint cans, splattering the diner counter with red and blue. Riley vaults over the counter, snatching a fire extinguisher from a Home Depot display. He sprays foam, disorienting the gang, then smashes the canister into Spike's plasma cutter, short-circuiting it. Now that's what we call scattered, Riley yells. Marcus rigs a trap, rigging a pallet of concrete bags into a pulley system. As the scavengers charge, he cuts the rope, dropping the bags and blocking their path. Aisle 7, containment solutions, he grins. Riley finishes the job, tossing a flaming hash brown, ignited with a spark from a nearby welder, into the scavenger's looted pile of flammables. Jesus Christ almighty. The explosion sends him scrambling out the exit. As the jukebox switches to Ring of Fire, we're not playing that here, Riley and Marcus fist bump amid the wreckage. The Waffle House Home Depot stands battered but unbroken, its neon sign flickering defiantly. Guess they couldn't handle the griddle of battle. Yeah, and they sure didn't have the tools for it. Let's clean up and get back to business. They start sweeping, the smell of fresh coffee and sawdust mingling as the jukebox hums on. Wow. Wow. Amazing. That is amazing. Holy shit, it's already been almost 2 hours? That's crazy. Okay, hold on. I didn't want to think of another one. Damn, you ain't kidding. Imagine hearing Ring of Fire's flaming hash browns flies through the air. That sounds like a Quentin Tarantino scene. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Wait. Alright. This might be our last one. It's been almost 2 hours. So, this last one is going to be, we're writing on a fight scene where Mega Man, Revive Revival, and Setsuna say team up to fight Dr. Wily, Cockknocker from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and the one, the only, Vincent Giddy McMahon! I'm probably not gonna, I don't know, I'm kind of on the, I'm on the fence about that after what happened. Because I do want to play Mecha Break, and I do want to stream Mega Man X4. I don't even know where I'd stream it, though. Apin's Discord might be doing a watch party. Just throwing it out there. Okay, well, let me give it some thought. But like I said, I still want to play Mega Break or Mega Man X4. Alright. Here, this will be our last story with Grok. And then we're gonna need, I'm gonna need my fancy mask. Ah! There he is! Back again! The battlefield is a chaotic hybrid of a wrestling ring, a high-tech laboratory, and a crumbling movie set lit by strobe lights and crackling with electrical sparks. Dr. Wily, cackling from his hovering skull-shaped neck, unleashes an army of robotic minions. Cockknocker, brandishing a knockoff lightsaber and a crude grin, struts across the ring, taunting with obscene gestures. Vince McMahon in a pinstripe suit flexes his muscles and bellows about his genetic jackhammer prowess, rallying a squad of holographic wrestlers. Their goal, to dominate the world with a mix of robotics, Hollywood chaos, and wrestling supremacy. Opposing them are Mega Man, the Blue Bomber, Revival, the time-traveling hero from Mega Man ZX Advent? What? Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. This has got to get fixed. I gotta redo this. Hold on. Can I edit this? That is not. How do you get that? We're gonna get it. We just gotta try. I gotta be a little more specific. Alright. I had to be a little more specific on who Revival was. There we go, that's better. Alright, here we go. Mega Man Revival and sets an F-save versus Dr. Wily, Cockknocker, and Vincent Kennedy McMahon. The city skyline burned with neon lights as chaos erupted below. Dr. Wily's army of robotic enforcers clashed with holographic projections conjured by Cockknocker's bizarre movie-inspired tech. Vince McMahon, barking orders like a wrestling promoter hyping on the event, directed their makeshift alliance from a hovering platform, his suit pristine despite the destruction. Oh, Jesus. Mega Man teleported into the fray, his arm cannon charging with a blue glow. Dr. Wily's at it again, he muttered, scanning the battlefield. But who are these clowns? A Gundam descended from the sky, its green particle trail cutting through the smoke. Setsuna Epsei piloted the Double O Gundam, but it said Gundam Double O. The Double O Riser, his voice calm over the comms. This chaos threatens celestial harmony. We end it now. Nearby, Revival's Godessa hovered, its mega particle cannon primed. Setsuna, focus! The enemy's coordination is sloppy, but their numbers are a problem, Revive said, his cold innovator logic analyzing the scene. Dr. Wily cackled from his skull-shaped hovercraft. You think you can stop my new Zero Virus army? Hey, wait a minute. That's in the future. We can't give a spoiler of that now. With Cockknocker's holograms and Vince's enthusiasm. We're unstoppable! Cockknocker, twirling his absurdly oversized prop sword, grinned. This is my blockbuster, baby. You're just extras in my action flick. He projected a swarm of holographic ninjas which charged at Mega Man. Vince McMahon roared, "This is my show! Crush 'em, boys! Make it a spectacle!" He slammed a fist into his palm, hyping up Wily's robots like they were wrestlers entering the ring. Mega Man dodged the holographic ninjas, blasting them with charged shots. These illusions are a pain, but they're not real. He switched to the metal blade. Fuck yeah. Shredding through a wave of Wily's robots. Setsuna, revive! Can you take out their leaders? Setsuna's Double O Gundam unleashed its twin drive system, slicing through Wily's drones with a Trans M burst. Targeting the command platform, he said, locking on Vince's hovering stage. A barrage of beam saber slashes poor spins to die for cover. Revives, Gadessa fired a precise mega particle beam, narrowly missing Cockknocker. Their coordination is chaotic, but their unpredictability is dangerous. We need to isolate them. Cockknocker laughed, projecting a giant holographic version of himself. You can't touch the star of this show! His hologram swung its massive sword, forcing Mega Man to slide under it. Enough of your games! Mega Man equipped a hyper bomb and lobbed an explosive at the hologram projector, shattering it. Cockknocker stumbled, exposed. Setsuna, now! Setsuna's Gundam swooped in, pinning Cockknocker with a beam saber to the ground. Surrender or be erased. Meanwhile, Revive targeted Wily's hovercraft, disabling its engines with a pinpoint shot. Your technology is outdated, Doctor, Revive said coolly as Wily's craft crashed. Then, seeing his allies falter, tried to rally. This ain't over! This ain't over! I've got the power of sports entertainment! He activated a hidden mech suit, charging at Mega Man with a steel chair in hand! Oh my god! Oh, that's amazing! Mega Man smirked, switching to the magnet beam. That's the Vince Gundam, yes! To lift Vince's suit off the ground. Bad call, McMahon! He fired a charged shot, sending the suit sparking into a pile of rubble. As the dust settled, Setsuna landed beside Mega Man, his Gundam towering. The threat is neutralized, but their motives unclear. Revive hovered nearby, scanning the wreckage. A mix of ambition, madness, and spectacle. Typical human chaos. Mega Man nodded. Doesn't matter why. They're down and the city's safe. He looked at his unlikely allies. Not bad for a team-up. Setsuna's eyes narrowed. Peace is temporary. We stay vigilant. Revive smirked faintly. For once, I agree. The trio stood amongst the wreckage, ready for whatever came next. Wow. A beam steel chair. Oh, that's incredible. That is amazing. That is incredible. Wow. What a show that was. And that, my friends, will do it for this first episode of Getting Giddy with Grok. I definitely plan to do this in the future. So, I'll be taking a short break, and when I come back, I will decide on whether I want to play Mecha Break or Mega Man X4. That was great. We'll definitely be doing that in the future. So, thank you for tuning in to Getting Giddy with Grok. We'll be back shortly. We'll take a little commercial break. Thank you for tuning into this stream.